This is Mikhail Tank with a special episode titled What is Creativity and Why is it Important? The wind is blowing behind me, holiday season is beginning, and along with the beauty and the togetherness and the joy, there's also loneliness, heartbreak, non-peace. And creativity is the great healer of many wounds. It's healed me through many times and still does. It also opens the vacuum for me to hear my soul very clearly at all times. Yesterday I was able to help somebody very special to me who was going through a difficult situation at the right moment because I could hear my soul alarm me. And for that clarity to occur, creativity is the great release prior. Creativity allows for what some call alpha energy, alpha state. I call it the divine space, or the higher plane of love. There, it goes above wars and injustices to a place of healing, to a place of togetherness, a uniting, which some artists are capable of gifting to people. There's many layers and levels of both emotional intelligence as well as emotional energy, and could start off by being judgmental and unkind, which is a very low level, to rising into the energy of healing and going above blame and shame, etc. And that's definitely the energy of creativity, of true creativity, which is not meant or based on monetary means or kind of a forced hit. I need to do this, I need to create a hit song, so might as well just force it out of myself along with 25 other writers. It's not quite what I'm talking about. So, the sacral chakra, which is my favorite by far, it's the one that releases expressions of creativity and sensuality when appropriate. And this chakra, which is the color of orange, once it begins to move and flow, that's when the creative space lifts you and heals and opens that channel for you to hear your soul. I believe the soul is separate from the self, and I believe the soul is connected to the great creator, the divine God. I believe the soul is kind of gifted to the person and the body for a time, but does live. And some souls are great souls, and those can choose what they want to do or where they want to go. I happen to have one of those great souls. It's a very strong feeling and a kind of an understanding that it's a gift that I have at this time. So raising the vibration of the creative flow within allows for a higher kind of emotional intelligence to develop, and the ability to hear and channel and also help. Of course, once a person with this kind of strength is kind of angered or hurt, well, the energy can also be strong as well. So it's important to know how to focus, refocus it, and fine-tune it for beneficial purposes. The concept of creativity allows for the soul to speak its truth through you. If you can kind of disconnect from all the shame, blame games and all that stuff that kind of held you tightly your conscious and your unconscious self, it's very important to be able to go into a space where you can be purely true to you. And therefore, that is the freedom of the soul and the freedom of the self. It's important to be able to hear your truth in order to express your truth, and not in a low, crass way, but in a high-class way. Creativity is a personal flight. It's a matter of having figurative wings and having absolutely your own space to tread and nothing to dread. This is a little prose I wrote today called Master of Energy. It's related directly to this subject. Here it goes. Keep yourself unlike the others. Uncover the roots of your soul. Master the variations of energy in order to fully grow. Let go of all those that bind you to wishes. Let go of all that does not serve your truth. Be free and without inhibitions. Allow creativity to nurture your deep and clear light soul. Master of energy, I become master of energy. I think that what I said encompasses pretty much all the DNA of creativity that I can think of, subjectively, of course. So basically, I'd like to wish everyone, the ability to purely express your depth in light. For me, the concept of darkness and dark soul is very different than negativity. I've talked about this since I was 12 years old. And the Sir Tank pseudonym that I copywritten back then when I was a teenager, I discussed the same things since then, because a lot of people misunderstand darkness, and actually that's what creates so much confusion, because people assume the darkness is all the bad stuff, but that's what I call negative. And darkness and dark soul is a protective mechanism of releasing everything that's built up in a creative, positive manner through art and expression and the sacral chakra. So that's really the key to where I'm coming from. And because the soul is great and powerful and special and magical and royal and artistic, my favorite subject, the darkness around it protects it. It's like a pillow of the soul. And a lot of amazing things live there that constantly are the seeds of creative projects and magic and the ability to focus and refocus energy with intent. You can also check out my most recent book called Magic Summer in Japan. It's a beautiful hardcover coffee table book available on Amazon.com. And my new record called Love and Poetry, recorded in Ginza, Japan. A very short, succinct, spoken word record that deals with all of the things that are on my mind and my soul. Especially the track Magnetize is my anthem, my spiritual anthem, not to get dragged into all the garbage and all the very, very specific kind of black holes of energy that are sucking the life force out of people all over the place. It's the ability to keep your wings intact, figuratively, of course. My upcoming project that I'm working on is called The Rhythm of Appreciation, or simply Rhythm of Appreciation. It's going to be a multimedia release. I'm in the process of working on it. I'm excited about it. And I just really wanted to share this recording because I feel inspired to do so, and because I feel like some people really need it. I've heard from people close to me how much they need to feel their creative selves in order to be happy. And indeed, it works.